Bro, it snowed in Dallas. What's up, boy? It's your boy Low, Cinemental, Imagery, and Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Back with another episode of MBT Music Video Theory. Y'all already know what time it is. This is the channel where we break down music videos into 10 different elements. No, all these elements are not necessary when you're out there shooting, but if you are out there shooting, then you might want to consider them. Now let's get into it. Like I said, man, it snowed in Dallas, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, in Texas, period, but I'm in Dallas, so it snowed in Dallas, and I took the Samsung S9 out, you know what I'm saying, just kind of like playing with it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, but before that, a couple weeks ago, you know what I'm saying, or about 3 weeks ago now, I went downtown with the Samsung Galaxy S9, you know what I'm saying, took it out just to take some pictures, kind of play with the, you know what I'm saying, the raw picture capabilities, you know what I'm saying, and this is what we got into, you feel me? Now I tried to record myself talking, but unfortunately, you know, it was a lot of wind out there, so it really didn't pick up that well, so scratch that audio, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you kind of like a play-by-play, I guess, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, while I'm sitting here, you feel me? Yeah, so the first picture I went to go take was at a spot called Fountain Place, you know what I'm saying? It's a building down here. It's like my favorite building in the city, you know what I'm saying? I've been liking it since high school or whatever. But yeah, it's a building called Fountain Place, and here's the picture that I took right here. So that first picture is right out of camera. It's with a JPEG that it makes it come out. It takes a JPEG and a RAW at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So this is a JPEG, you know, so straight out of the camera, no filters or nothing like that added to it, just straight out of there, right? Now this next picture, boom. That is what I did with it once I put it into Photoshop. I usually edit my pictures in Lightroom, but I went into Photoshop because I was kind of like playing with some other stuff in there. You know, I mean, you can use either or, but they both have their own, you know, things. Like Photoshop's more for manipulation, and Lightroom is more for just photos in general, and you know, it has a better library, I guess. They keep a hold of it better, you know what I mean? Like it keeps the libraries together, like Photoshop doesn't do any of that. But yeah, as you can see, I kind of went a little bit warmer with my photo. I decided to go a little bit warmer in the tones. You know, tried to make the blue just pop a little bit more. You know, I brought the shadows up, as you can see, so you can kind of see that that garage in the background over there a little bit better. you know, just little simple stuff, you feel what I'm saying? But, you know, and then I got, you know, went back to walking, went, you know, moving around and, you know what I'm saying, walked around because I wanted to find this like an alleyway or something like that. I was like, man, I need to find me an alleyway, you know what I'm saying? So I remembered this one alleyway off one street down there. I forget what street it is now, but it doesn't even matter. I know exactly where it's at. I could go to it right now. I think it's Main, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so I walked down this one street and I saw this alley. It's cool, look at the alley, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man, this is perfect, you know what I mean? And I was so focused on like getting the camera down and taking these pictures. Like I said, I'm just out there playing around, you know what I'm saying? So this picture right here, boom, that one is, you know, like I said, just straight up out the camera, a picture of, you know what I'm saying, like of the alleyway in itself. I tried to, you know what I mean, just get a good nice little picture. And then I, you know, when messing with the picture, I was like, man, I want the brightness to come out more. I wanted to, you know, look a little bit brighter than it looks, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to look like such a deep, dark alleyway, because I could have made it darker. I made it darker once and I was like, oh, I guess, but then I decided to flip that and reverse what I did, kind of, you know, I guess inverse it or whatever, and, you know, bang, there you go, you feel what I'm saying? I popped up brought up the highlights and, you know what I'm saying, kind of deepen the darker colors a little bit, but, you know, not too much really, because if you can see, you know what I'm saying, it's like, not really, I actually brightened the image, but I did keep the blacks dark enough to where they weren't, you know what I'm saying, affected in a way to where you just be like, oh, what is that? And it's like, it looks like a black and white picture, but then, you know, you kind of got this splash of color in the background that makes your eyes just kind of like flow to the middle of the picture, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I just, you know, use leading lines, whatever you take pictures. If you can see, that's exactly what I got here. Everything leads your eyes right to the middle of the picture. So if I had a subject, I would put that subject right in the middle of that picture right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what I would have done, you know. Well, I ain't have any subject. Like I said, I'm just out there taking pictures, you know what I'm saying? I'm minding my own business, you know. But then I decided I was gonna go out again. Like I said, I'm working on this thing where I'm taking pictures from the ground or something. I don't know, you know what I mean? I took a lot of different pictures, but all the ones that I liked, they came from when I was like putting the camera down to the ground. So I went out there again and took this picture, as you can see. Yeah, so basically I had to get in the middle of the street and take a picture. I wanted to take a picture, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, the picture is really dark, but I kind of did that on purpose because I wanted to show that, I wanted to see how good is the dynamic range on this camera. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, this right here, straight out of camera, and you know, and on the flip side, boom, this is what I did with it. I was actually able to open it up. It didn't come out too grainy and too, you know, bad or anything. Like, it's not an ugly picture. I mean, if that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? It came out really decent, and if I would have had a subject, of course, I would have used my leading lines and did what? Put them in the middle, because that's the reason why that car with the headlights on stand out. It's not because it has headlights on, because it's just, but that helps though, it does help. Yeah, so like I said, and then after that, walked around a little more, you know what I'm saying? Found this other spot over here where it was like this little dome thing. It was, I don't even know what this was. Like, I think it was like, I can't even remember what it was. It's somewhere in there, like the Discover something park. I really don't remember. But anyway, so I got there and I was like, oh, look at this picture right here. This is a nice picture. This will be a nice picture. You know what I'm saying? Got some shots of it, tried to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the wind was real horrible. So like my gimbal was fighting with it. I ain't even gonna lie. So getting good video was really hard. You know what I'm saying? Because like the wind was, like, it seemed like every time I pulled my camera up, the wind started blowing. So every time I started talking into the camera, the wind started blowing. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so took this picture right here, like I said, and you see there's really nice picture, you know what I'm saying? It's really kind of like, almost like, what would I do to that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe add a little contrast. But if you add too much, you know what I'm saying, you kind of like darken places. You don't want to darken, then you got to go up in there and do all that individually, you know what I mean? Which I could have done. But like I said, decided to do this instead. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of, you know, put some blue in the shadows and stuff like that. You know, helping all the orange pop out in the background. You know, just nothing major. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, still in the end, it all is to help that stand out. You feel what I'm saying? Like it just kind of stands out a little bit more with this right here. You see what I mean? But yeah. And let me see, man. And then, like I said, it did snow. Like the snow was falling. I've never seen that like that before. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there and I took this. I took the Samsung out there because it has like a super slow mode or something. You know what I mean? Where it records for a couple of seconds. You know what I'm saying? But it extends it. It's like less than 2 seconds. Like or. You know what I mean? Even if it's even a whole, I don't even think it records for a whole second, but it gives you like 8 seconds worth of footage because of, you know, it's super slow motion. It's like 900 something frames or something like that, you know, that it records at. So it definitely gives you a beautiful look, and you can just kind of see it, you know, for what it is. It really looks really nice. Like, you know, I don't know, I wish I had something to shoot with it, basically. You feel what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. I also did a side-by-side comparison, though. Like I said, just testing out that. I'm not even going through specs and all that like that. I did a side-by-side comparison, and if you look at these videos, you know what I'm saying? One of them is my camera on the gimbal, and the other's the Samsung. And as you can see, the Galaxy is to the left and you know, my camera's to the right. So I mean, it, you know, obviously because I got like a 25 millimeter, which is actually a 50 because I got a micro four thirds camera. It all looks, you know what I'm saying, like mine's way more zoomed in, but that's because it really is way more zoomed in. And there's a wider angle, obviously, on the bigger camera. And I mean, in some cases, it seems like it looks clear, but my focus is hunting on whatchamacallit, I'm not really recording anything without a focus, and there's a wide focus open on the Galaxy because it's supposed to be like that. It's a phone camera. Everything's in focus over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where my focus is over here, so don't count the focus. We're not looking at the focus. But if you pay attention real nicely, you'll see how, you know, it does look really good and all. You know what I'm saying? It's not as smooth. This is just me holding it with one hand and holding my gimbal with the other hand. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as smooth, but obviously if you have a gimbal like I do and you can attach it to your gimbal, like it'll be smooth as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. You feel what I'm saying? And it's, you know, the dynamic range, clearly in my camera, it's more. Like, I could darken any part up. I could, you know, keep it bright, whatever. I don't even know what I'm shooting at right here. I think I'm shooting at 1080 on my actual camera or whatever. But, you know, as you can see, like I said, I'm going to do a lot more tests with these things. You know what I mean? I'm going to get into them a lot more, or this thing. I'm going to get into it a lot more and do a lot more testing. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate y'all for checking out my video, man. I'm trying to do this, you know, with these tutorials or whatever. Or this ain't even really a tutorial. I'm just kind of like letting y'all inside of where I'm thinking right now. But, I mean, it could get more tutorial-like. But, you know what I mean? If y'all want, that just depends on my audience. But tell me how y'all feel about the video, because I do want to try to start bringing new and different things to the channel to kind of, you know what I'm saying, help people that might even be interested in this film industry and stuff like that. But yeah, I just, you know, started with music videos, but it gets deeper than that, y'all. Bye. But yeah, so like I said, man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my day ones. I appreciate y'all for checking out every video. It's been another episode of MVT. Y'all already know what it is, man. Cinementimagery.com, link is in the description. You need something Bose, you need something Microsoft, all those links are down below. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you need is down below. Do me a favor, if you made it this far, go ahead, give me a like, give me a comment, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subscribed. I appreciate y'all for checking out every video. I appreciate y'all for taking your time out for me. This being your boy Low, and I'm out there.